Hello, I'm Joe, aka Mr. Fragrance, and today I'm going to be talking about something minorly different. It's not a review and it's not like a first impressions of any particular fragrance. It's actually about something that you can do in order to save a bit of money when you're buying your high-end designer perfume. Welcome back. Now, most likely this isn't a topic that's new to any of you, and if it is new to you, that's great. That would be really great. Maybe you're learning something a little bit different here, but I imagine most of you know what this is, but I think there is a kind of a stigma around it, and I'd like to kind of probably polish that off and clear people's minds a little bit. And today I'm going to be talking about tester bottles. So this is kind of like, I've done a video once before of where to buy your perfumes. Again, it's for kind of like people that don't know so much and want to learn a little bit more, get more into this kind of thing. And tester bottles are a great way of saving your money when you're buying perfume. And I buy tester bottles. I've bought quite a few of my higher end, more expensive perfumes that I've bought as testers. And honestly, I'm here to tell you that you're sacrificing very, very little. So let me get a tester and let me explain. So first of all, here we have a tester bottle of Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani. Now, the first thing you want to do when you're buying tester bottles is you want to know you're getting your tester bottles from a reputable site. Now, FragranceNet and Fragrance X, I believe, each have options when purchasing a fragrance to get tester bottles. There are other websites. I use one called number1perfume.com, and this is where I got this. So you want to know that you're getting a reputable site so that you're not purchasing fakes. Now, so most likely you're using one of those three sites that I've talked to you about. Number1perfume.com is, and I mean, I'll link them below. They're only selling tester bottles. So again, before I open this box, second thing I want to tell you is what a tester bottle is, just in case you don't know what a tester bottle is. Again, I'll put these kind of like as timestamps in the bottom of the video so you can follow along and skip bits you already know about or bits you don't really care about. So what a tester bottle is. A tester bottle is basically when you go to a store, in store, you will have, say, a bottle sitting out in front of the packaged perfumes, and that bottle might say tester on it, or it will have an open cap, therefore you can spray it on yourself to try out a fragrance and know whether or not you like it and want to buy it. Those bottles are supplied to these retailers, and I'm not quite sure whether the retailers have to pay any money for them at all, or if they do, they're paying much, much less because it doesn't come in fancy packaging, and sometimes the bottles come without a cap. So that's what a tester bottle is, and some companies, like I've said, Fragrance X and FragranceNet, that's the American one, sorry, I've never bought from that, and Number One Perfume, they all sell these perfume bottles for much, much cheaper. So let's open up this bottle and I'll tell you again, what are you sacrificing? So the next question is, what are you sacrificing? Really, generally, most of the time, you're sacrificing nothing in terms of the bottle or fragrance, and the only thing you're sacrificing is the colourful packaging, and sometimes it even comes with cellophane on it. So yeah, you're really sacrificing this colourful box, or whatever the genuine box would look like for the Giorgio Armani, and that's it. See, you've still got your Giorgio, there you go. And yeah, you got everything except from a colourful box. So here's the bottle. It is the exact same as any other bottle you would get packaged in your regular Acqua di Gio packaging. It comes perfectly new. You have to press it a couple of times, press the atomizer a couple of times for it to spray. Everything is completely normal. The cap on this is completely as it should be. Everything is completely normal. And you know what? You've just saved yourself nearly 50%. I got this, let's see, 100ml bottle of Acqua di Gio for, I think it was $39.99 in a sale. Now that's not quite 50%, but you've had a massive saving. It depends where you get it from. I've not done the complete maths because obviously prices range all over the place, but Number One Perfumes is where I got this from. Prices range all the time, but you can really get yourself a bargain. Next thing is, what perfumes can you find as testers? So I've got another Acqua di Gio here by Giorgio Armani, and this is also in a white box, no colour, This is the Giorgio Armani Absolute. You really can find absolutely anything. You can find the rarer perfumes as you can find them as testers, and again, you're sacrificing nothing here. Nothing has been sacrificed. But you can also find the more popular ones, like I've just said, the Acqua di Gio original. But this is the Absolute. But as I said, you can also find these, you know, the most popular ones, the more popular ones. Here we have 1 Million Parfum. Nothing sacrificed in terms of the fragrance, only the box once again. And so finally, the final thing I'd like to properly talk about before summing everything up is what happens when you do sacrifice something. So this is the sacrificing stage. And again, I'm using this word quite a lot. You're really barely sacrificing anything, but I once got this, which is Boss Bottle Night. Many of you really dislike it, so I'm sure you won't be too disappointed by the fact that I sacrificed something here. Plain white box. It says Boss Bottle Night on the bottom, and on the, I mean, that is really plain, this box. Very, very plain. On the bottle though, you will realise I do not have the official cap. So it's basically come capless. It came with this, the No. 1 perfumes, they put one of these caps on it, but Boss Bottle Night came capless. Is that a big deal? If you store your perfumes correctly, or no, not correctly, if you store your perfumes in a way that you have the intention of restoring, keeping them in the best condition as possible for the longest period of time, say in their box in dark conditions, like I try and do, cool conditions, then it's not a big deal not having a cap. If you're keeping them out in the sun, I mean, this is alright because it's a dark bottle, so that will protect the perfume more. But if you keep them out in the sun with the cap off, that is slightly leaving them. It's leaving them slightly less protected than they would have been before, but not much difference. And it all just depends on if you've got a row of all your Boss bottles with their caps on, and then you get this, you might be slightly disappointed. It looks a little bit odd, but really, again, this was so cheap. This was £25. You can get this perfume pretty cheap now anyway, but it was very cheap, and it's great to get these kind of deals when you're really, as I've said, sacrificing very little or nothing at all. There are, of course, examples where you're totally missing out on absolutely nothing. Here I have Safari for Men by Ralph Lauren. And the only thing on this bottle and box to give away that this is a tester is this little sticker that I could easily peel off. But I have no shame in owning a tester, so I will not peel it off. I'll open the box, and as you'll see, a perfectly normal capped bottle with nothing to say it's a tester other than, again, a little sticker on the back, which is easily peel offable. I could have made that a lot easier and just said it's easy to peel off. Again, absolutely nothing to say that this is a tester other than these little stickers. So you can get examples of fragrances, tester fragrances, where there's absolutely nothing being lost. So to sum it up, I've been getting tester bottles for a very long time. Not all my perfumes are tester bottles, but a lot of what I get are testers. So I've been buying testers for a long time, got a lot of experience, and I can tell you that if you're not buying testers, you're properly missing out. And it's not like there's a shortage of them either. If everyone starts buying testers, then there could be a shortage of them, and people might start to catch on to it. But really, you're missing out if you're not buying these testers. And for this small channel, I have no problem in revealing where to get these. So check out the links in the description to get your tester bottles. And yeah, let me know if you found this helpful, if you did know about testers. I was not at all trying to be patronising. I'm just trying to get it out there, and it's so efficient to get these types of bottles rather than all the time purchasing, you know, your boxed and full price bottles, even if you're buying them at discount stores. I would like to add one little thing towards the end. I do believe that you can't, or I don't believe you can, buy the properly high-end bottles as testers. I think you're going to struggle to find your Amouages. I know they're out there, you can get them, and I see them very rarely pop up But it does happen, so keep your eyes really wide open if you're looking for things like Creed and Amouage as testers, because again, you could really save a huge amount of money if you can get them as testers. Thank you very much for watching though, and I hope you found this helpful or enjoyable, something a little bit different, and I'll see you next time on Mr. Fragrance. Bye for now.